Okay guys, welcome back, and in this lesson we're going to be looking at your major pentatonic. Okay, so as I said in the previous lesson, you probably actually typically started by learning a minor pentatonic, and it's for so many reasons, and I think the main reason is because you're going to typically be learning to solo over minor sounds before you do major. Okay, minor is very well associated with rock and modern blues and stuff like that, rather than major, which can quite often be associated with country and pop maybe. So it's typical that you're going to do the minor first in terms of learn the scale, but in terms of your theory it makes a lot more sense to learn the major pentatonic first. So that's what we're going to do. So we're going to start by learning the major pentatonic. Okay, so I'm just going to write it here, major pentatonic. Okay, now just as with the chord construction, the scales have got a formula as well, okay? And with the major pentatonic, we're going to be picking 5 notes, because that's what pentatonic means, from the major scale, okay? So we're going to be learning a D major pentatonic here. So we're just going to be simply picking 5 notes from this scale, okay? And those 5 notes are the root, the second, the third, the fifth, and the sixth, okay? And then back to the root again, okay? Those 5 notes together make up the major pentatonic scale, okay? So let's just put those in the right place. So the root note is D, because we're using D here, okay? The second is E, the third is F sharp, the fifth is A, the sixth is B, and then we're back to the root note of D again, okay? So what I want you to do now, because hopefully we might get some little, oh, brilliant, this is great. When you start to apply this to the guitar, a couple of maybe little eureka moments here, but what I want you to do is take those notes and put them together on the guitar, okay? And I highly recommend doing essentially 2 notes per string. Okay, so the D and the E on the E string, the F sharp and the A, then on the A string, and then the B and the D on the D string, okay? Try and put those together. Now, of course, pause the video if you need to, just to do that, but I'm going to assume you've done it and we're going to carry on. What you'll hear is very much a major sound. It still sounds very major. You know, we've got the root, we've got the third, we've got the fifth. This is all very major sounding, okay? But it also has its own unique sound that isn't the sound of the major scale, okay? This is very much do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, that kind of thing, okay? Very classic Western music. This has got a different edge to it, right? And I'm going to let you decide what that edge is. You know, when I've done this with private students, it's always brought something to mind, and I want you guys to have an open mind as to what it sounds like to you, okay? But let's just get back to the theory for a second. That construction gives you the major pentatonic, okay? So it's a 5-note scale, and the major one, you need to remember 1, 2, 3, 5, and 6, and then back to the root note again, is your major pentatonic, okay? So have a bit of fun with that. Try and now get that understood by simply, rather than D, trying to do a C major pentatonic, or an E, or an F sharp major pentatonic. Whatever you want to test yourself with, the process is the same. Write the major scale out, and then write the root, second, third, fifth, and sixth from that scale, and you'll get yourself your major pentatonic.